Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in today's video, we will understand how to create Shopify customer from new HubSpot form submission. So here let's say that I have an e-commerce store and by using HubSpot, I have created a lead gen or sign up form. So here my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission, then by using the form submission details, I wish to create a contact in my Shopify account. So now to do this, I need to set up a connection between these two applications, for which I'm going to use this amazing automation software, that is Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect follows the concept of trigger and action. So here to do this, my trigger application will be HubSpot and my action application will be Shopify. So if you want to learn more about this, make sure to follow me through the screen. In this video, we will understand how to create Shopify customer from new HubSpot form submission. So here let's say that I have an e-commerce store and by using HubSpot, I have created a sign up or lead gen form. So here my objective is that whenever someone is going to submit this form, then by using the details, I wish to create a customer in my Shopify account. So now in order to automate this entire process, I'm going to use this amazing automation software, that is Pabbly Connect, and this here is the landing page. So in order to reach here, you just have to type in pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Here you can see I've got two options. One is of sign in and the other one is of sign up for free. So if you're an existing user, you can simply sign in. But if you're a new user, you can click on the sign up for free button and every month you will get 100 tasks for free. So as an existing user, I'm going to sign in. Now this here is the all applications page by Pabbly. So here I will go to Pabbly Connect and click on access now to reach my dashboard. So this here is my dashboard, and now in order to create a new workflow, I will go to my right hand side corner and click on this create workflow button. So now in this dialog box appearing, I need to give my workflow a name. So here I've named it as create Shopify customer from new HubSpot form submission, and on my left hand side you can see that these are the folders which I've created before. So I want to save this workflow in the folder named as HubSpot to Shopify automation, and now I'm going to click on create. So as I did that, now I have arrived on a very important window which consists of trigger and action. So basically, trigger and action are the two most important principles or concepts of Pabbly Connect on which this entire automation will depend. Trigger says when this happens, action says do this. Action is an automated response of a trigger application, and in our workflow, you can only have one trigger but multiple action applications. So now moving to my use case, that is to create Shopify customer from new HubSpot form submission. So now to begin with the automation, I will go to my trigger window, and over here I'm going to search for HubSpot as my trigger application. And the trigger event will be new form submission. Here it is. So this trigger will start working whenever a new form submission will be made. So now moving to my action window, as I want to create a customer in my Shopify account. So over here I'm going to search for Shopify as my action application, and the action event will be to create customer. Here it is. And as you can see that I have selected my action application and the action event along with my trigger application and the trigger event. So now to automate this entire process, firstly I need to establish a connection between HubSpot CRM and Pabbly Connect. So in order to do that, I'm going to take you to my HubSpot account. So this here is my HubSpot account. Firstly, I'm going to show you the form that I've created. So over here I will go to marketing, and here in marketing I will go to forms. So here under forms, this is the form that I'm going to use, that is by the name of sign up form. So I'm going to show you the form. I will go to actions, go to share, and I will go to the share link. So here you can see that this is the form that I've created. Moving back to my HubSpot account, I'm just going to close this. And now I'm going to tell you that how you can set up this webhook inside HubSpot. So over here, I just need to go to automations on my left hand side. And now I need to go to workflows. So here under workflows, I'm going to click on this create workflow button and I'm going to start from scratch. So now I'm going to proceed with the blank workflow by clicking on next. And over here, I will go to the setup trigger option. So as over here in Pabbly Connect, we have got the instructions, and this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect a HubSpot account with Pabbly Connect. So going back to the setup of the trigger inside HubSpot. So I'm going to click on the setup trigger button and I'm going to select the event as when an event occurs, contact has completed a form submission. So over here, I'm going to select it. So now here under add criteria, I'm just going to scroll down and going to click on form submission. So once I've done that, I'm going to click on save. And as I did that, that means I've successfully set up the trigger. So now moving to this plus button, I'm going to add the action event. So on my left hand side, I'm just going to scroll down and I will go to data ops. And over here, I'm going to click on send a webhook. And over here, the method will be to post. So over here under webhook URL field, I need to mention the webhook URL. So from Pabbly Connect, I'm just going to copy the webhook URL and over here, I'm going to paste it. So once I've done that, I'm going to click on save. And over here, you can see that we have successfully set up a connection between our HubSpot account and Pabbly Connect. So now I'm going to click on review and publish. So over here, I'm just going to click on next, 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 and I'm going to turn on the workflow. So once I've done that, you can see that the workflow is on. So here, that means we have successfully set up a webhook. And over here in Pabbly Connect, you can see it is waiting for webhook response. That means now I need to do a test submission or record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So this is the form which I've created. So here I'm going to do a test submission. So let's say the email is test@pabblytudes.com. The first name is test. The last name is user. And I'm going to mention a phone number. So this here is the phone number. And now I'm going to click on submit. So here you can see that it says thanks for submitting the form. That means the form submission which I've just made right now. So the response of this form submission would have been captured in Pabbly Connect. So here in Pabbly Connect, you can see that we have received the response, and over in the response, you can see the name of the form, that was sign up form. So scrolling down to some other details, here you can see the phone number that was submitted during the form submission. And over here, you can see the details of the first name and the last name as well. So that means over here in Pabbly Connect, we have successfully got the details of the form submission that was just made through HubSpot. So here that means in Pabbly Connect, we have successfully got the form submission details. So in the response received, we have got the response details that was made during the form submission. So the first objective of this automation is set up. That means now whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission, then automatically the response of that form submission will get captured over here in Pabbly Connect. So as I've got the details, so now my objective is by using those details, I wish to create a customer in my Shopify account. So in order to do that, I'm going to click on connect. So over here, in order to create a new connection, I need to mention the admin API access token and the subdomain. So now I'm going to take you to my Shopify account. So this here is my Shopify account. So over here, I will go to apps, and over here in apps, I will go to app and sales channel settings. And over here, I'm going to click on develop apps. And now I'm going to click on create an app. So let's say I'm going to give the app name as HubSpot form. And now I'm going to click on create app. So over here in configuration, I'm going to configure admin API integration, and I'm going to search the scope for customers. So over here, I'm going to select the scope and I'm going to click on save. So once that is done, I will go to API credentials, and over here, I'm going to install the app. So once I've done that, I'm going to click on reveal token once. I'm just going to copy this token, and over here in Pabbly Connect, I'm just going to paste it. So now moving to the subdomain. So this here is my Shopify store, and in the URL, this here is my subdomain that is given. So I'm just going to copy it, and over here, I'm going to paste it and click on save. So over here, you can see that Shopify and Pabbly Connect is successfully connected. So now moving to these details. So here to mention the details in these fields, I'm going to use a method that is called as mapping. So basically mapping means to insert the data from previous steps. So as I've received the response from HubSpot, so that is why over here in this field, I'm going to map the details from the response received. So now over here, I'm going to map the last name. So again, from the response received, I'm going to map the last name. Moving to the email address. So over here, this is the email address that is given as test@pabblytudes.com. Moving to the phone number. So I'm going to map the phone number as well. So this here is the phone number and I have mapped it. So now as I've mapped the details in these fields that I've received from HubSpot CRM, so this method of mapping is important so that every time you're going to receive a new response, so that response could be taken into consideration in these fields. If I would have written this information manually, in that case, this information could have become static, which means that it wouldn't change even if I would have received a new response. So to avoid that problem, we map the information. So as I've mapped the information, now I'm simply going to click on save and send test request. And over here, you can see that I have received a response, and this here is a positive response. Here you can see the customer ID. That means a customer has been successfully created in my Shopify account. So I'm going to take you to my Shopify account. And over here, I'm just going to close the settings. I will go to the customers. So over here, you can see the details as well. So over here, you can see the contact information. You can see the phone number and you can see the name. So that means a customer has been successfully created in my Shopify account from a HubSpot form submission. So this automation was a successful one. That means now whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission, then automatically by using the details, a customer will be created in my Shopify account. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications and create amazing automations by using Pabbly Connect. So you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can write us to https://forum.pabbly.com, and for pricing related issues, you can visit this link. So you can create a lot more automations by using Pabbly Connect, and don't forget to share these videos with your friends, colleagues. Subscribe to our channel for more.